Hey everyone, Cameron Lombardi back here with another stock market investing video. I know it's been a little over a month since I've posted a video, and I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on the portfolio and show you all how it's been doing. If you guys do want to continue to see more YouTube videos, leave a like on this video and let me know down in the comments. Give me any feedback that you have on the videos, or let me know if there's a video that you'd like to see be made. And if you want to get started investing in the stock market, use that first link in the description to download the Robinhood app, and you'll get yourself a free stock to get started. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. I'll show you guys how the account has been doing here over the last month or so since my last video. Year to date, we're still up about 15.8%, so a little higher than my last video. We were up over 60,000 here just about a month ago, and the market has fluctuated a bit since then. So we're still somewhere around that 15.8% for the year. And what I want to start by doing is going through my history and showing you guys all of the trades that I have made since the last video. So here we are, guys, starting at the bottom of the screen. On my last video, you know that I was selling some puts on Amazon and Google through their earnings, and you can see those trades that were made at the bottom of the screen here. So the first one that we have is that Amazon $114 put that we sold, and if we scroll up a little bit, we can see that I went ahead and bought that put back for $15 right there on July 31st. And so we made a total profit of 55 on that trade, 70, bought it back for 15, total was $55. The next trade that we had was selling a Google put here, and we got $55 for that one. If you look up a few rows here, I did buy it back for $22. I bought it back before earnings was actually announced just to kind of take the risk off the table. Made $33 on the trade. Nothing spectacular there, but just wanted to go ahead and get my profit. The next trade that we have is the Bank of America $33 covered call that we sold there. You can see I sold it for $16. I went ahead and bought it back later on for $5, so that was $11 on that trade that we made. Coming up next here, we have a Planet Fitness $60 put that we sold. Planet Fitness is a stock that I've been watching for a few years now. It tends to trade around the mid-60s range and even the mid-70s really. And so it's down quite a bit from where it typically trades. It's been continuing to go down, so I went ahead and sold a $60 put. And then I bought that back not long after for $50 here, as you can see in the middle of the screen. It kept on trending down, so I went ahead and just took my $20 profit and took the risk off the table. Planet Fitness is a stock, though, that I want to continue to follow, and I actually may buy 100 shares and trade a covered call on it because the premiums on it are actually pretty good. And I think the stock is pretty fairly valued right now. I think that there's a little bit of upside to be made. So I may look into buying 100 shares of Planet Fitness and selling a covered call on it in the near future. The next trade that I have here is PLTR, Palantir covered call. Palantir was soaring at one point. It was up in the 20s, and I went ahead and sold a $26 covered call on it. Went ahead and locked in $20 on that one, and that one did expire worthless, so I got the full 20 on that one. If we keep going up here, we can see I got a nice interest payment here of $90 for the month of July. See, the next trade that I have here is a $113 strike put sell on Amazon. So we sold that for $57, and we went ahead and bought it a couple of days later. We bought it back for $2, so a total profit of $55 on that trade. Up next is a put sell on Realty Income, which is O. And I sold that for $80, and we will get into that one in a little bit because it's still going on. If we continue to scroll up here, you'll see another covered call on Bank of America. We sold for $10, and that one did expire worthless, as you can see up at the top of the screen there, the $33 call, expiration $0, so we made the full $10 on that covered call. Continuing to scroll up here, we did sell a Bank of America $27 put. We got $17 for that one. Bank of America was trending down there for a little while, and $27 is under where my average cost of the stock is. I went ahead and sold that $27 put, collected the $17 on that one, and then we went ahead and bought it back 5 days later for $3, so we made a total profit of $14 on that trade. I went ahead and added a share of 3M to the portfolio just because the stock has been beaten down so much. It's a consistent dividend paying stock, and I think there's a lot of value in the price of it. So I just wanted to add one share to the portfolio just to follow along with it. I may continue to add to that in the near future. And then you can see on August 30th here, I went ahead and I bought 100 more shares of Bank of America. And this was the day before the ex-dividend date. I wanted to go ahead and double down on the dividend, which I'll show you here in just a second. So at this point, I do have 200 shares of Bank of America, and I will show you my average cost on that in a little bit here. Next is another interest payment. We got $144 for the month of August. Guys, Robinhood pays a 4.9% APY on your uninvested cash. So basically all you have to do is just put money into the Robinhood account and you get 4.9% annually on your money. If you're not putting your money in a high yield savings account, you're losing money every day. The interest payments that you'll get in 1 month from Robinhood will likely be more than an entire year with the brick and mortar bank that you're using. So if nothing else, just open an account and put some cash in it to collect those interest payments. You can transfer money back and forth between Robinhood and your bank at any time. So use that first link in the description, download Robinhood, you'll get yourself a free stock with that link. So back to the trades here. After that, we did go ahead and sell another Bank of America covered call at the 29.5 strike price, and we got $25 for that one. I'll show you that because that is an active trade. And then at the top here under pending, we can see the dividends that we have coming in, $48.18 from Bank of America, and another one, $14.35 from Key, which is another bank stock, Key Bank. Going back to the portfolio here, guys, here is the Bank of America covered call. We sold this one for 25. It's currently worth 21. So the trade is going in our direction pretty well right now. And if we look at Bank of America stock here, my average cost on the stock is $28.56 for just over 200 shares. And so the strike price for the covered call that we have is $100 above that. So this is why I love Bank of America stock. It doesn't really move all that much over the long term. So it's an easy one to trade with the wheel strategy, selling covered calls, selling cash secured puts. It's a pretty predictable stock. And between the dividends that you can see here and the options premium, you can generate yourself some pretty good income if you're looking at it on a percentage basis. And there's really not that much risk. Bank of America is valued at a great price right now, in my opinion. Typically trades in the 30s here if you look at kind of the average of the last 5 years or so. So there's some good upside potential. And of course, it's a great dividend paying stock. So I will continue to sell covered calls and cash secured puts on Bank of America as time goes on. Now, the other trade that we have going on right now is this realty income put that we sold. So as you can see, we sold the put here for a strike price of $57.50. And that expires in 2 weeks on September 15th. If we look at the cost of realty income right now, it's $56.10 per share. So my put is in the money, meaning if realty income stays around this price or if it stays below that $57.50 strike price, I'm going to be obligated to buy 100 shares of realty income at $57.50 a share, which for me is totally fine. If we look at the history of realty income here, it typically trades somewhere around the mid $60s to $70 range, I'd say is around the average. So right now it's at a low point. I've been following realty income for 5 years now. And really the only times that it's ever dipped down kind of around where it is right now is during COVID here, and then had some fluctuations with the Fed and interest rates. So right now, I think realty income is at a very valuable price. Realty income is also one of the best monthly dividend paying REITs that you can buy. It has a long history of monthly dividends and it grows its dividend every single year. Right now, realty income is paying somewhere around 24 to 25 cents per share. And so if I have 100 shares, I'll collect that $24 to $25 a month. Plus, I'll go ahead and start selling covered calls on it. Hopefully get somewhere around the $50 to $55 premium for that covered call. So we'd be generating somewhere around $70 to $80 a month, which is over 1% with realty income, which is great. And again, I think realty income has some room to go up and give us some share appreciation as well if we do end up with 100 shares. Going back to the portfolio here, you can see again, getting that 4.9% APY, and that is continuing to accrue. Not really too many changes to the portfolio itself. I try to focus mostly on options trading, other than the addition of Bank of America, 3M, everything else is pretty much the same. But that's why we're getting the fluctuation in our account here a little bit. Just with owning stocks, the market's gonna move up and down. But as you can see on all of the options trades that we reviewed in my history, every trade that we've done so far is profitable, and so that is growing our account over time. Again, if you guys want to see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to let me know down in the comments, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel to continue to follow along for more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.